Under promise and over deliver. It's the way that business is done today. I know everybody likes to, over promise and promise the world. Yes, it will be brought to you. Your product or service will be brought to you with a man wearing a purple gorilla suit. Well, that's not always possible. And then, of course, if you're not in the circus, then a gorilla suit is probably not even a consideration. But always, 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 when it comes to business or sales, you always under promise and over deliver. That way, it leaves your purchaser with the impression that you are serious about what you do. You're not just out to close the deal. Far too often, people are out there just to close the deal, make the big bucks, and then disappear forever, leaving the consumer, customer, client, or patient, leaving them with really nothing to go on. That's no way to do business. But unfortunately, that's the way it's done a lot of times these days. However, your word is your bond. A handshake, it should be enough. But in this day and age, of course, good paper makes good friends. And in saying that, of course, you can still have people breach contracts anyway or agreements that are on paper. That's a whole different discussion. All I'm suggesting today is that if you give your word on something, that you deliver and then some, always over and above, if possible, over and above. An over and above situation might be something that you deliver, let's say a box of or a shipment of potato chips and crunchy kernel corns and all the rest of it. And in that, you might throw in a box of licorice or something, just over and above. Thank you very much for your business. We appreciate you. Here's an extra little something because we appreciate you. That's over and above. Under promising, saying yes, I'll deliver it tomorrow, and actually delivering it that same day sometimes helps. Not always possible, but you get what I'm talking about. Yeah, under promise, over deliver, and the upsells are there after. If you're going to get it done, you'll notice that the opportunities for upselling will be there. Upselling is always a way to go too. If you, depending on what you sell, what you deliver, what product, service, if it's a consumer or business or whomever, at the end of the day, what you really are after is consistency. You want customers to repeat. And that type of thing. The door to door stuff, as I discussed in the last episode, where you sell a vacuum cleaner and then you'll probably never see them again. But there's always the aftermarket products that sometimes people seem to forget, and that is when it comes to say the vacuum cleaner. Well, there's bags for those vacuum cleaners. Some vacuum cleaners, of course, won't have bags none these days, but the ones that sell door to door generally do, or some type of extension cords or something, or even anything really. I mean, there's always that add-on that could be done. But that's not the way these companies operate. They want to go in, they make the $2,000 vacuum cleaner sale, and then never see the person again. And they'll do anything just about to close that sale. So always over promising, under delivering, and leaves the person who makes the purchase, well, that's not doesn't leave a good feeling, and it doesn't leave a good feeling for the sales industry as a whole because it tarnishes it, and people avoid the situation. I remember when I was selling, well, it's not advertising, I was selling actually insurance products, and somebody would ask, well, what is it that you do? And I say, well, I sell insurance, and they sort of steer away from you, and they don't really want to have a conversation because they know that I'm going to hard sell them in a lot of cases. But that's not the way I operate. I never did. I don't like to hard sell anybody, and I definitely don't want to promise somebody something that I can't definitely deliver and on time, and probably with a little bit of spare moments to go with it. So if you say, yeah, a week from next Wednesday, I'll bring it into you, and if you have it there this Friday, that's so much better. I just an idea for you. Under promise, over deliver is the way of the world. It should be the way of the world. It should be the way you do business, whether you're a salesperson or a small business. And always remember, in the bigger cities, people don't talk about you; they just won't buy from you. In the smaller towns, they'll talk about you and not buy from you. So we want to make sure You always under promise, over deliver. Listen, thanks so much for joining me today. I look forward to talking with you again. Please like and leave a comment and subscribe. There's going to be a lot more material coming down the pipe. Always remember to help those that can't help themselves at this point. Cash or cans for your local food bank or Salian or Salvation Army rather. They make sure they get the food and the provisions to people that need it. And you never know, a little help up could help you in the long run. You don't know. You don't know somebody's plight, so let's feed them. Let's get them done. Let's get you fed. And I thank you for your time. Have a great day. Talk again.